I want to talk to you for a minute about vision. Ask yourself, where do you want your life to go? There's a book that I read that I love that says, where there is no vision, people perish. You know, for us, we've got to see where we're going. I love the idea that when you study all these Olympic athletes, a lot of them will in their mind, they'll take a few minutes and decide, what do they want to accomplish? They'll imagine themselves swimming their fastest or performing their skill with the most expertise they've ever done before. A lot of them will imagine themselves standing on a podium receiving that gold, silver, or bronze medal. You know, for us, I want you to think about what do you want out of your life? What do you want to do with your life? When your life is done, what are the things you want to leave behind that you want to instill in your family? You know, look at this beautiful sunset behind us. I'm on the other side of this camera is a home that my family is building. My wife and I have been married over 23 years, and when we were first started dating, you know, you get googly eyed over each other and you're talking about what do you want to do and kids and all that kind of romantic stuff. And we talked about the idea maybe one day we could save up and build a dream home. And, you know, we love to have people in our home and love to host groups and social events and Bible studies and those kind of things. And we just get a lot of joy out of that. And so somewhere along the line, it came up, what if we could build this house and it be a place that memories could be made and we could have music and fun stuff in this home. And then we started talking about what would it take and we started dreaming a little bit and we found a lot, and then we met with an architect. We had this long list of things we wanted to do. But before all of that came together, I remember years ago having a little journal, and it may sound silly to you, and you may laugh at it, but I went and cut out some pictures from magazines of things I wanted and things I wanted to see, and I'd put a picture, you know, of a dream house on it, and I would go back and look at that vision board. I don't believe there's any magic in that. I don't believe in magic. I don't think there's anything like that special that happens just from looking at a piece of paper. But I do believe in dreaming and saying, hey, what I want to do? What are some goals in my life? And for us, I love having a home that I can use to encourage and bless others and create just phenomenal memories with my family. And a couple weeks ago, I was looking back through some notes and some old files on my laptop, and I had a vision board from like 2018 and then a 19 and 20, and several of those boards had homes that looked remarkably like the home that we're building now. And so it's been cool. It's been cool to have a dream, to have a plan that just started kind of in maybe a light moment, a funny moment, and then to see that, you know, with hard work and expanding your mind and becoming a better version of me and my wife and our family, that those things can come true. And so I just want to encourage you, think about your life. You know, part of what we do at our firm is we help people. We want them to think bigger and to dream bigger. And sometimes that's figuring out that maybe they haven't been thinking the right way so far. They've had some stinking thinking or some head trash. Maybe they've been making bad choices about debt or not prioritizing savings or not putting money in the right buckets. And that's okay. That's part of our job, is to help people have those conversations. But I think it's a wonderful thing when you can stop and pause and dream about your future and not be scared to think big and not be scared to think of the what ifs of life, what could be's. And so it's been really fun. It's been really fun to see these things that we've been hoping for, the things we've been wishing for and striving for and straining for and leaning into, to see them come together. So anyway, I hope that's encouraging you. This is what we want to do at our firm. We want to help people live bigger, brighter, better lives. We think that starts with planning, with having a dream, putting it on paper, figuring out the things that are standing between you and your dreams, and then going after it hard. So let's go. Let's build something that matters.